We are finally ready to talk some Spartan Hoops here with Coach Q. Coach, talk about your team, what you're seeing so far in your practices and scrimmages up until now.
Each day is a different task with these guys, but no, they've been competing hard, competing at a high level. They're ready for a game. We've had some really tough scrimmages that we as coaches put together specifically because we want to try to compete at the highest level we can. These guys are ready for a game. They need a game, but our practices have been, war to say the least at times. We've had to tone it down at times, I'm excited. I know these guys are excited as well.
Talk about some of the guys you have this year, and talk about sort of who's going to be the leader of this team for you this year.
We have a really great dynamic guys, and they all bring something, really different. They all do a lot of things the same, but they all, as individuals, have some differences in their individual games. We always say, hey, if you guys get better as individuals, then that means we will get better as a team. You take a guy like Josiah Fulcher, obviously, it's no secret he's our best player, but that's not by a large stretch. Jameer Simpson is our most versatile player. We believe we know Jadakiss Mack is our most athletic player. He's our motor. He's the engine to the car. Khalil is our most crafty. Adding Dante Wheeler, he's a matchup nightmare with his ability and his size and what he can do. Jordan Rawlings, this kid is another step right up under Jadakiss Mack. He's the guy that's going to defend, do just about everything that you don't see on the stat sheet. Then you got guys like Cam Miles and Deshaun Clare who come off the bench and give us, starter minutes, a really good boost. And I hope I didn't leave anybody out at this point, but those guys all bring something different to the table, and I like it. I haven't had this much talent from top to bottom, since I've been coaching here. And so, we have some really good goals, and it all starts on Friday.
So on Friday you head up to Toledo to take on Whitmer. Now Whitmer is not the team we saw last year, right?
Correct. They're not the team that we saw last year, but Whitmer's Whitmer, and it's a road game, and it's a conference game, and more importantly, it's our first game. Typically, it always takes us, 5 or 6 games for us to have our continuity and our chemistry. I think the good thing about this year's group is it shouldn't take that long because everybody's back and everybody kind of knows each other's strengths and weaknesses. But if it does, that's fine. We just want to play hard and defend. We understand that we're opening up, with a conference game, which we really don't like, but hey, it is what it has to be. And so, we're taking it extremely serious. We know that Whitmer lost a lot, but at the same time, they have some young talent and they have some other pieces coming up.
Let's talk about the track a little more. I mean, the word on the street here is that Lima Senior is going to win the track this year. Who are the hurdles there in that conference this year?
That's definitely what's been out there. I try not to buy into that. I try to become mute to those talks. But hey, everybody knows what we have returning, and so it's no secret. And so I have to embrace it. And if we're going to embrace it, that means we have to want everybody's best game. We're going to probably get everybody's best game, and we have to expect getting everybody's best game. And so that's how we're going to approach it. Toledo Central Catholic is bringing just about everybody back. Finley returns 3 starters. So, it's not going to be just, a Lima Senior here and then everybody else is a drop-off, and on paper, games are not won. You have to go out and you have to execute at both ends. You have to do everything that's conducive to what the coaching staff has set forth to do to win games and to be successful. And so, our guys understand that.
I know you have a couple of fun tournaments coming up over the holidays, some things you guys have going on. Talk a little bit about those events.
The first one is obviously the QP Classic, and we have 3 good teams along with ourselves that we feel compete at a level to bring the crowd in to make the games pretty competitive. Maumee Valley, and obviously they don't have Zeb Jackson anymore. We didn't know that when we scheduled the game, but they're going to have some pieces. They have a new coach, some young talent. So they're going to be fine. Toledo Rogers, who's talent-wise is really up there with anybody in the state. They have a ton of talent. Then we have Kettering Fairmont, who's going to be a great team, very, very, very well coached, and then ourselves. And so, we'll play Kettering Fairmont the first night, and then the 2 Toledo teams will play the first night as well. And then the 2 winners and the 2 losers will play the second night. And then you have December 28th and 29th is my brand, my event, the Coach Q Holiday Classic. And this is something that I want to try to continue to do for the duration. 12 games, 6 games a day, a host of talented teams from Michigan, from Cleveland, Dayton, Cincinnati, Lima, Camp McKinley. It's going to be really high level. A lot of high level, collegiate level kids that's going to be here. We're expecting a really good number of college coaches to attend. It's going to be 2 days of basketball, 6 games a day, starting at 11 a.m. and we're going to play a game every hour and 45 minutes. We'll play Camp McKinley Sunday, the final game Sunday night at 7:45. So, I think it's going to be a really good event for Lima itself. You can come in and pay $10 and watch 6 games of some really good basketball.